Hi, this is Dave with DRH Acrylic Creations. Today we're going to be doing another dirty stripe. This is on a 12 by 24 inch tile, and it's going to be on a black background with some fluorescent colors. So this black I'm putting down is a custom black that I put together using some of my base C or my untinted house paint. It's going to make a nice even flow across the entire canvas, or tile in this case. Okay, I'm just going to spread it out and make sure I get as close to the edges as I can before I get started. Speed this up just a little bit so you don't have to sit and wait. Okay, I'm getting ready to put my titanium white cell activator down on the back of my swiping tool. Now the cell activators are all mixed with 3 parts of Australian floetrol to 1 part paint. And you have to kind of eyeball this because there's times where it'll seem too thick and sometimes it'll seem too thin. So you have to kind of watch it. But those are close guidelines as you can get to understand how much you should use. Next color up is lamp black, and this is another one of my cell activators, and it's an Amsterdam product. I find that I prefer the Amsterdam products for my cell activators. The paints are of a quality that really lends themselves to creating good cells. Our color layer is Inferno, Rave, and Techno by TLP. All 3 of these paints are fluorescent in nature and extremely bright, and you'll see that once I get them down on the tile. Now the Rave. It's a beautiful blue too. And last, this is Techno. This is part of the TLP disco line, and you can see by the colors why it would be called that. Here we go. Now watch these cells open up almost immediately. That's the magic. That's what keeps me painting, is watching that happen. Okay, I'm going to load up the back of my palette knife again, and we're going to do the other side. What I'm doing there is I'm got some goobers, basically just a little paint that slopped off my my swiping tool, and put my finger in it, comes right up because it is floating on top. Okay, that's loaded up. I saved some time there, and we're going to do the same thing. The difference in the layering on this is I put the black down first. Now watch these cells. Interesting for me is that the difference between the black cell activator and the white cell activator. White opens up, but it's a different looking cell. The black is closer, tighter cells. I picked up my smaller swiping tool and put a layer of my gold cell activator, and just to give it a little bit of variation there. You can see that even different than the black and the white. it has a tendency to sink faster. I think it has something to do with the fact that it has mica in it, that it's heavier. Okay, I'm looking for ways to modify what's here. Enhance, gonna do a scoop and drag. So I scoop from underneath and drag it out. And I'll do that in several places along here to enhance, not to change. Just to enhance what's already there. For me, the enhancements are probably where the creativity is the highest. Allows you to control a little bit more of what's happening without really changing the flow, or changing the flow in order to make the composition more appealing. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like to make, I invite you to leave them down in the comments section below. I always enjoy hearing from you all and love to answer any questions you may have. I'm going to quiet down a little bit, turn up the music, and let you watch. Okay, I picked up my smaller swiping tool. I put some of the gold cell activator on the back, and I'm going to do another gold swipe, trying to tie in the right and left side with the same concept. Because I put the gold on the other side, it seemed like it needed to be balanced out a little bit. I got to pick up the tile and stretch it out just a little bit, recenter the swipe. I thought that maybe I should get some gloves on because this is going to get messy. I'm going to pick up one of my tools and try to spread this out to the edges. I don't really want to lose a lot of my composition that's there, and this will get this done. All I really want to do is get the tile itself some more flow out to the side. So by spreading this around a little bit more, I'll lose less of the composition and get the coverage on the side, so that when I spin this, it'll flow easily. Okay, I think it's time to spin this out, open up the cells, and get the excess paint to flow over the sides. And the main reason for that is to make sure that we don't get any crazing or cracking of the paint while it dries. Okay, I'm going to try to stretch this down to the upper part of the tile and catch just a little bit of my color layer on the edge. Then I can stretch it back a little bit more coverage, not only with the paint layer, with the color layer, but also create some interest. I think I'm about done with this. Looking pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with the composition. Okay, let's take you down for the flyover. I'm absolutely loving the 3D effect of these cells. If you found this video today useful, I'd invite you to leave me a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell for future notifications of videos that I'll put out. It's my goal to put out at least 2 per week, and I am hoping you find them useful. Thanks for coming along. Bye now.